Stop number 2 on the Hunt Brothers Pizza ARCA series brings us to Arizona Speedway is where we're at here today. After we had a great race in the high banks of Daytona International Speedway to kick things off for this first season of the series. We are here now on the 1.5 mile at Phoenix, Arizona, at Arizona Speedway. That's where we're at. This is not the ISM Raceway, obviously. It's the fictional trial, but one of the two fictional tracks we'll be going to on the circuit, as a matter of fact, this season. And so we'll see what happens here today on this racetrack. It'll be 27 laps of distance here on this racetrack. And here's starting line for today's running event. On the pole, it is Steve Morgan at number 2 at 180 miles an hour. He'll be alongside Carter Friesen at number 66. He's alongside a pair of Fords on his front row. Row 2 is Tony Newman in a Chevrolet. Beside him, also in the Chevrolet, is Jake Smith. Actually, Jake Smith actually is in a Ford. Excuse me on that one. Yeah. So that'll be row number 2. Row 3 will have car number 98, Will Flickinger in the Chevrolet, and beside him will be Sky Cummins in number 3 Ford. The 4th row will have Michael Haas in the Begenstrom Toyota. Beside him will be Juan Garcia in the DK Look Chevrolet, car number 9. Next row down, we'll have Derek Hamill in car number 55. He's in a Toyota. Beside him will be the Chevrolet of Chase Marks. His car number is 23. The next row down, we'll have number 0, Eli Bright in the Great Railing Chevrolet. And beside him will be car number 46, the Empire Ford of Colin Phillips. Next row down, we'll have Jessica Miles in car 41, the La Paz Chevrolet, or La Paz Toyota, excuse me. Beside her will be number 28, Matt Haas. He's also the Toyota. Next row down, we'll have Igor Burrito in the number 06 Toyota. Beside him in car number 25, it'll be the N29 Toyota of James Richardson driving the Natalie Decker colors. Next row down, we'll have Zach Flickinger, number 54, to Switch Toyota. And beside him will be car number 22, Ken Johnson. He's also in the Toyota. Toyota ruling the roost in this ARCA racing. Next row down, have Diego Yepes in the number 78 Chevrolet. Beside him will be number 48 Ford. Driving for James Hilton is Aiden Shepard. Next row down has Cody Smart, who had all types of problems at Daytona in a Matrix Care Ford. And beside him will be car number 7, Jay Jefferson. He's in a Chevrolet. Next row down, Cole Baker, number 18, the NOS Energy Drink Toyota. He has one of our in-car cameras in today's event, by the way, too. And number 99, Carson Gumbs alongside. He's also in a Ford. He's in a Ford in the hub, number 99. Next row down has Derek Edison, number 57. He's in a Chevrolet. And beside him will be car 43, Zach Winkle. He's also in a Chevrolet. Next row down has one of the another one of our in-car cameras, Rob Evans, in number 77. He's in a big time Ford. And beside him will be number 37, Tristan Folks, in the Chevrolet. And he has our third in-car camera in today's event. Next row down has Landon Lyons, number 32. He's in a Chevrolet. Number 69, that is the car of Aaron Carlson. He's unsponsored. He's also in a Chevrolet. Next row down has Ryan Brommer, the winner at Daytona this season, number 11 in a Toyota. And number 8, it is Tony Green in a Bama Buggies Toyota, number 8. Next row down, Mason Wood at number 52. He's in a Dryden Ford. And beside him will be car number 02, Anthony Lopez. He's in a Chevrolet. Next row down has the Chevrolet of Benjamin Miles. Not obviously him starting that far back. And number 33, and just one number up, number 34, the Daytona pole sitter, Benny Watson, who had a great run at Daytona. Also unusual to see him start back in the back as well. Next row down, in the final starting spot, we'll find Julius Anderson in the Lucas Oil Chevrolet, number 5. And starting last is Vince Almorigo in number 15, the Sinclair Toyota. Excuse me, darn allergies. So the field getting set for green flag racing here. First one's going to come in the fire the engines here at Arizona Speedway.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
So the command's given the fire the engines as we get set for racing here on this 1.5 mile racetrack. Field rolling off. We'll see if anybody has got problem starting. I hope not, because we had a couple of cars not starting at the Daytona race. And so we'll see what happens here. It looks like everybody's clean right now. This car is set on a 60-80 AI rating, obviously. And these cars were unfortunately a low 40-40 at the Daytona race. So something tells me I'll be doing 66. Actually, or 60-60 at Daytona. Excuse me. Something tells me I'll be bumping them up a little bit for Talladega, which will be stock number 4. Looks like. So anyway, Field getting set for green flag racing here. Steve Morgan has the pole for this event at 180 miles per hour. This track is shaped a lot like tracks like Kentucky, Las Vegas, Kansas, places like that. As the green flag waves, and we are underway at Arizona Speedway. Up through the gears they go. Sky Cummins looks inside now of the 30 car of Jake Smith as they go through the third and fourth turns now. Off turn number 4, Steve Morgan has the number 1 spot. Going second position is Tony Newman, who had a great run at Daytona. Third is Will Flickinger in 98. Sky Cummins runs fourth, and battling for fifth is Jake Smith and Carter Friesen. Friesen did not get a good start at all going through the first and second turns. They actually got the jump a little bit on the two of Steve Morgan, but realized what happened, and he kind of backed up a little bit. And in fact, so much so, Friesen's backed about 6th or 7th position. And meantime, we got 3 wide racing here. We got the 28 car of Matt Haas going inside of both Colin Phillips and Jessica Miles as they go through the first and second turns. And now Haas will hook up to the back of the 06 car of Igor Brito as they go through the third and fourth turns now. Brito running in the 6th position, running in 12th position, excuse me. Haas running in 13th. And the number 28 car. They stay single file formation through this part of the course there. Phillips has now dropped to the 17th position. Here you see Aiden Shepard in the in 18th position. 19th battling for 19th is Jay Jefferson with James Richardson on the outside in the 25 car. They'll go through the third and fourth turns now. Ken Johnson moves up into the 20th position. There's Jefferson, that beautiful black and kind of lime green, kind of bright green number 7 on that car. I was going to say it's lime green, but it's a little bit darker color, actually, somewhat. Much like he's used to see on the IROC cars. But anyway, Wankel running in 21st position there as Richardson still cannot get down on the low side of the racetrack here as he continues to drop spots in the Natalie Decker colors as he comes down off turn number 4. There's Cole Baker in 18 in the NOS Toyota. And you're riding with Cole Baker right now in the 24th position as he tries to get by James Richardson in 25. Down to about 154 miles an hour for the first and second turns here. Richardson on the outside, he gets past. Baker keeps position. And gets up to, as Baker gets up to about 173 miles an hour through the turn number 3. Off turn number 4, see how fast he goes in the draft off the Richardson car. 180 miles an hour already in the turn number. Let's see, in turn number 1, 190 miles an hour, 192 miles an hour in the third turn. Baker running 24th. Rob Evans running in 25th right now as these two battle it out for position. And Rob Evans has our roof cam in the 25th position, excuse me. He's in the 77 Ford. Steve Morgan still the leader of the race here, with Tony Newman still running in second position here as they come off through turns off turn number 2. Let's see how Rob Evans drives the track, and he's in a draft into turn number 3 now. Evans' lap the last time by 175.484 miles per hour. Lap speed's just under 180 miles an hour. In fact, the fastest lap of the race so far is set by the 30 car of Jake Smith at 178.377 miles per hour, with Eli Bright having a second fastest lap at 177. As they come down through the third and fourth turns now, there's Tony Green in the 8 car in 26th position. Ryan Bromer, who won at Daytona this season, is in 27th. Carson Gum running 29th, running 28th, one of the veterans in the NNSCRA. And then we got a battle going on here, but as Benny Watson gets around the 37 car of Tristan Fulks. And one of the drivers, I can't think of who commented on the Daytona video, but I think one of the drivers in this field is making his first NNSCRA start in 4 years, believe it or not. Since I think going back to 2014, so this is 2018 as I'm recording this. But anyway, I think Folks may be the guy. I'm actually not sure. If somebody is, I'll have to look back at the video and see who it is. But as we watched Anthony Lopez pick a position, Folks running in 31st position. There is Julius Sanderson and the 15 car of Vince Almerigo, as Almerigo takes the 15 car as he keeps it ahead of the 5 Lucas Oil Chevrolet. That's 32nd and 33rd on the screen right there. As you see the rest of the field, bringing up last position right now is Zach Flickinger. Apparently something the matter on the 54 car. Steve Morgan right now still running as the leader of the event in the Arizona Speedway. As we're almost halfway home with this event, here's Sky Commons is now in the second position. Tony Newman third. Will Flickinger running in fourth position. Fifth is Jake Smith, and sixth is Eli Bright. As they come through the third and fourth turns now. This appears to be the best battle on the track right now. That's for third place, as Flickinger dives underneath the 10 car of Tony Newman. 30 car of Smith decides to go with Newman, but that opened the door for Eli Bright on the inside lane, and Bright goes inside, tries to pick up position on Jake Smith, but nothing doing at the moment. So Smith keeps position. That's fifth place right there. That the 30 and the 0 are battling for. Tony Newman remains fourth. And that's late in the 55 car. Derek Hamill in the mix. Hamill's running in 7th position. Carter Friesen, the outside pole sitter, runs in 8th position right now. Friesen trying to get some notice here. Maybe move up possibly into a Tech Slayer Truck Series ride, or possibly a Pizza Hut X Series. Whichever ride it could be, who knows. But Steve Morgan right now runs the leader, but he's got competition now in the form of veteran Sky Commons. And Sky Commons is a name we haven't heard of much in the NNSCRA competition. He one of the big names, obviously, as he's running here in the ARCA series, as we're seeing right now. Morgan has led all the way so far, as we're now closing up on 10 laps to go. It'll be actually 11 to go this time by. And see if Commons has anything for that number 2 car, who's led all the way so far. Ford is in first, Ford second. Third is a Chevrolet. Then you got Chevy 3, 4, and 5 at the moment. And then a Ford in 6th position, Toyota in 7th, a Ford in 8th, a Chevy in 9th, and a Chevy in 10th. And here comes Tony Newman moving inside of Will Flickinger. That's for 3rd position that the 10 and the 98 are going for. And oh my, that was close between the two. I tell you, if that would have been if I say this a lot of them, if that would have been for the win, I'd have lost it. Oh my gosh, that was really close in the line between the 10 and the 98 cars. But Newman takes third position now, and here comes Jake Smith inside as with the help of the 55 car of Derek Hamill and Carter Friesen now making his way into the mix as they now hung Will Flickinger and Eli Bright on the outside of the track. And meantime, this is still the battle. This is the battle for the win here between the two of Steve Morgan and the 3 car of Sky Commons. And now, meantime, Jessica Miles gets around Igor Burrito. That's for I think 10th. That's for I think 11th position right there. There's 10th place Diego Yepes as Miles tries to close up on the 78 car. Miles is in the 41. Her husband Benjamin, on the other hand, where is he running? He is running in 31st position right now. So apparently one Miles has a better setup than the other. Unfortunately as unfortunately seems to be the case for the 34 team or for the 33 team. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I'm looking at Benny Watson. Excuse me, not Benjamin Miles. Excuse me. Benjamin's in the 33 car, and he is running 33rd, actually. So, no, Watson's running 31st, actually, not Benjamin Miles. But at any rate, though, it seems like the one Miles has a better setup than the other. So that's not the unfortunate case for that part. And you can bet they'll be trying to get things evened out, though, when we get to the next stop on the tour, which is actually the first road course on the tour at Canadian Tire Raceway. Meantime, we are now coming down for 6 laps to go in this race here. Steve Morgan still out in front, though, trying to hold on over Sky Commons. The advantage that Morgan's got right now is that even though Commons is behind him, Commons has got no drafting help behind. And in fact, they have pulled ahead by about 2 seconds over the third place car of Jake Smith, as he and the rest of the guys have been battling it out for position from third on down about 6th or 7th position. And here comes Commons inside for the lead. Here comes Sky Commons for the lead. 5 laps to go. Steve Morgan does not want to give it up, but here comes Commons. He moves inside, and Sky Commons is going to take the lead here at Arizona Speedway. So Steve Morgan, who led the first 22 laps, gets passed on the 23rd lap of this race. As they go through the third and fourth turns now, Commons holding on. Can Morgan come back? Four laps to go. Morgan closing up now. I think I smell a good finish coming right here between the 3 and the 2 cars in this battle. This is a battle for the win. Here at Arizona Speedway. If something happens to those 2 cars, remember Jake Smith is running 3rd. And there he is, about 2 seconds back of the leaders. Flickinger still running in 4th position, and 5th is now Carter Friesen. 3 laps to go. Margin right now is 11 hundredths of a second between the front 2 cars. We know one thing for sure. Either way, a Ford's going to win this race. Question is, which one will it be? Off the 4th turn here, looks like Morgan kind of lost a little bit the advantage. Commons pulls ahead now with 2 laps to go. Morgan closed up a little bit going into turn number 1. He moves to the inside of Commons. Commons does the block now. They'll be coming down for the white flag next time by. Will it be Sky Commons or Steve Morgan in victory lane today at Arizona Speedway? And Morgan got loose. He lost that advantage right there. That may have just sealed the deal for Sky Commons now. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Where are we, Qualls? Here at Arizona Speedway. Steve Morgan trying to close up a little bit, but I think that little bobble through the 3rd and 4th turns may have just killed him right there because here comes Sky Commons off turn number 4 they come. And it'll be the checker flag waving here at Arizona Speedway. Sky Commons takes round number 2 of the Hunt Brothers Pizza ARCA Series. Sky Commons gets a big victory here today. Makes the winning pass with 5 laps to go in the race. Steve Morgan tried all he could to try to get that lead back, though, but the car got a little bit loose into the turn number 3 on the next to last lap, and that, as I said, may have just sealed the deal for the number 3 car. Will Flickinger gets third position. Carter Friesen moved up to the 4th position, and going 5th will be Jake Smith. 6th place will go to Tony Newman. 7th place to Derek Hamill. 8th position to Eli Bright. 9th, Diego Yepes. And 10th position to Chase Marks. So 2 caution-free races here in the first 2 races of the season. That may change over at the Canadian Tire, possibly. Average speed 174, 297. Sky Commons gets his first victory of the season. Gave you the rest of the finishing order here. 11th position will go to Colin Phillips. 12th to Jessica Miles. 13th to Cody Smart. 14th to Igor Barreto. 15th to Ken Johnson. 16th to Juan Garcia. Aiden Shepard will finish in 17th. Matt Haas 18th. 19th to Zach Winkle. 20th to Michael Haas in car number 20, the Began Toyota. Finishing 21st will be Derek Edison. 22nd will be Ryan Bromer, not the way he wanted to back up his Daytona victory. Tony Green, 23rd. 24th, James Richardson. 25th, Carson Gum. Jay Jefferson, 26th. 27th, Cole Baker. 28th position will go to Rob Evans. 29th to Julius Anderson. Anthony Lopez, 31st. 32nd, Benny Watson. 31st, Benny Watson. 32nd, Benjamin Miles. Tristan Folks, 33rd. 34th, Aaron Carlson. 35th, to Vince Almerigo. 36th to Landon Lyons. 37th, Mason Wood. And Zach Flickinger fell a lap down to finish in 38th position. So apparently a miss setup on the 54 car. But you can bet they'll have it all set to go for the road course at Canadian Tire Raceway. But that will do it today here at Arizona Speedway. Sky Commons gets round number 2 of the Hunt Brothers Pizza ARCA Series. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NR races, gaming videos, whatever president of the NNSCRA South Columbus desires. Please like us on Facebook to become a member of the team. And please be sure to check out Seth's Texler Truck Series, Pizza Hut X Series, and Hershey's Cup Series. Please be sure to check those races out. And the Casual GTX Cup Series is still going on, by the way, as we are still early on in the season there. So, and I think the next race on the tour, I'm trying to think where it's going to be at. Want to say it'll be at either Martinsville or Talladega, whichever race it'll be. But anyway, but anyway, be sure to check out Seth's races as well. Like I said, I guarantee his races are a heck of a lot better than what I have to offer. But anyway, some of the rest offline races you'll find is right here in the NNSCRA. And you will not regret checking those races out. So, next stop on the turn will be at Canadian Tire Raceway. For now, this is James Qualson in the production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.